Good morning, everyone. We are back, and we are back with 3 binders today. This is our Wednesday cash stuffing. It's November 2nd. We have our 100 envelope challenge. This is the first 50 envelopes of that challenge. We'll be stuffing that binder today. We also have our 1 year fully funded binder that we will be stuffing today. And I have some spoiler alerts with this binder, but we'll be stuffing that today. We are in month number 2 already. And we have one of my absolute favorite binders. This is my prepper binder. If you guys saw my video yesterday, I did do a grocery haul, but I also put up the same grocery haul with some extra information on my other channel, Without Limits Missouri Prepper, because I have some things that were in that haul yesterday that are actually going down to my prep pantry. I'm also going to be starting something in 2023 for my prepper channel as well. It is a challenge that I am currently creating right now. Tomorrow I will be showing you a video of a free printable that I will link in the description box below in tomorrow's video of a 2023 kind of like a huge overlook and thought process for you to get your action plan and thoughts out on paper for the new year and kind of prepare for 2023. So that will be linked in the description box down below tomorrow. I also was able to purchase from Hands and Bands over on Etsy. We all know Miss Elisha. I purchased her 2023 goals of reaching $1,000 challenge. So usually I look at that as a emergency fund challenge, but you know what, y'all? $1,000 can go anywhere in any category in any envelope. So I will be showing you that tomorrow as well. So let's get into our prepper binder. We've got a couple of changes here. Number 1, this is our first envelope. This is our stockpile envelope. This is anything that goes on our shelf stable items such as canned goods, box goods, packaged goods, things of that nature, and in our 5-gallon food safe buckets. I will let you know that starting next year in 2023, one of my prepping goals is the challenge that I am creating is a bucket a week for 52 weeks, which means I am going to personally fill a 5-gallon food grade bucket once a week for 52 weeks for my basement. If you're interested in seeing how this is going to get set up, run to my other channel, check out the last video I put on there, and just wait until January because that's when I'm going to kick it off. So with that being said, I did not put the money out of this envelope. I did not take money out of this envelope to cover some of the prep items that were in my grocery haul yesterday. And I'm okay with that because my grocery haul came in so low. Y'all, ever since we started the prepping challenge 7 months ago, it's 7 months because now it's October, we have gone from 4 deep freezers down to a deep freezer and a half full of food. I am pulling a lot of food out of the deep freezers. I pulled out 7 whole chickens last week, cooked them, shredded them, Ziploc bagged them, and put them back in the freezer. I am trying to make as much space as possible. My freezers are working overtime. They're working way too hard. Too much is in there for too long. We have our shelving systems downstairs that you guys have seen. And with that being said, I just restocked our cabinets in the kitchen. What I do is I rotate my food once a week. I look at what we have left in the cabinets. I go downstairs, I pull off the prep shelves, and I bring it upstairs to rotate it, to put it into our rotation. I also have 2 of those very tall black shelves that you've seen downstairs. They're 7'2" tall. They are 4 feet wide. They are 2 feet deep. I have 2 of those in my kitchen at all times as well. And that's where my overflow and some of my other items like pasta are at, and glass bottles and all of my spices and condiments and things of that nature. So y'all, we're still overpacked. It's getting crazy. So I did not feel the need to pull out the money for that yesterday. I'm going to count each time I put money into one of my binders so you know where we're at. This contains 150. I just didn't pull it apart because I don't see numbers like y'all. So I don't want to put the wrong denomination in the wrong envelope. This is all prop money. Never, ever, ever do I leave this kind of money in my house at any given time. Everything gets transferred from the bank to my Capital One 360 account. So there's 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, and 210. So we are stuffing 210 in our prepper binder today. we are going to go ahead and stick a $10 into our stockpile, shelf-stable items, and our food grade buckets as well. Our second envelope is our meat restock. Now this isn't just meat, this is meat and any convenience items or any other items I would like to stick into our freezer. So for right now, we're holding off as much as possible of sticking anything in those freezers. So we are putting in a 10 until we eat these freezers down. Now, the 5 cubic foot freezer that I had that I emptied out, I gave it to my 23, almost 24-year-old daughter. She'll be 24 this month, because she needed a deep freezer. The third deep freezer that I had, the 7 cubic foot white freezer, went out of commission, is no longer working. Luckily, we had a handful of things in there that we grabbed and threw into another freezer so that we didn't lose the food. The other 2 freezers I have, I got 1.5 freezers still full of food. So we're not ready for any kind of restocking just yet. Household is coming out because that is going to be put to the back here in a minute. We are fully funded at over $560 for household. We don't need anything right now to restock. We'll be restocking in the spring. So we've got the next envelope, which is personal care. And personal care is getting the 10 that is supposed to have gone in the household envelope. Make sure I move that over here real quick. So it's getting the 10 from household that we are not using because I'm allocating it now to personal care, and it's getting another 10, which is what it normally gets. And personal care for us is expensive, so $20 is going into personal care today. Our next envelope is our paper products. Y'all seen that I have over 9 months worth of toilet paper now in stock downstairs. And my prepper side, excuse me, of things, I do what I call focus sections. What that means is I do backfill other areas slowly and steadily, but I do zone in and I focus in extremely hard in one area. And right now it's the toilet paper area. Now, by no means am I the type of prepper that's going to go to the store and raise hell and go through and yank every roll of package of toilet paper off the shelves. When that happened a few years ago and there was no toilet paper to be found, I did not have to blink and or move. I had over 2 years worth of toilet paper already in stock. So don't call me out thinking I'm one of those preppers that just goes and wipes the shelf clean. I do not do that. So this is $10 going in. We're trying to rebuild this because my plan is to finish up my toilet paper stockpile for downstairs, hopefully by the end of this year, which is December. It won't take very long to do it. Y'all, we don't go through that much toilet paper in this house as much as some families do. I have a family of 4. We go through a roll about every 3 days, but we do tend to get the bigger rolls, so that might be helping that as well. So $10 went into there. Now that is also for any other paper products like paper towels, Kleenexes, paper plates. Now paper plates we don't eat off of around our house unless there's something wrong with the water and we can't be able to wash our items. Then that's when we would grab it. Other than that, my kids are more than capable of washing their own plates, and I do find that paper plates are pretty much a waste, at least in my household. There's no issue with us eating off the plate, washing it immediately so it doesn't have to soak. I do not have a dishwasher in my house. I would like to at least get one of those little countertop dishwashers. I was looking at them and I was going to pull the trigger and get one, and I thought, no, don't. And I didn't, because what I'm going to end up doing is if I continue to stay in this house, I'm going to get a full-size portable dishwasher. I want something that's going to be able to wash my pots and pans and not just 5 or 6 plates. I want something that if I'm going to have to put in soap in it every time I do it, I want a full load. So we're changing motions on that, and that's what we're going to do. Our next one is our emergency prep. I'm saving towards the newest Jackery that has come out. It is a beast. It is a solar generator, and Prepper Princess showed it, and I want it. So we are saving very slowly on that, but when the time comes and I have that money in stock, then I will purchase that. Our next one is our emergency money. We had $900. It's been transferred to Capital One 360. I come in here and put money in here every single month. With that being said, it's the $150 that I add to my self account every month. Now I have the self credit builder. I started it in April of this year of 2022. over at Two Moms Budget, Miss Amber had the link. I clicked on the link after she explained everything. I spoke with her personally online, chit-chatted back and forth so she could explain it a little bit more to me. And y'all, I went up by 90 points on my credit so far. It's starting to climb even more. I have been on time and consistent with that program. I decided to choose the highest level. I felt comfortable at the highest level, which is $150. They do have one for $30, one for $40, and I believe one for $50 as well. But I chose to do the $150 program because the other 3 lower programs are a 2-year program. The $150 program, you pay $150 every single month, and after 3 or 4 consecutive months, they offer you the self-credit card, which is where that money ends up going on to. And over time, when you consistently pay on time, they will give you that money onto your card. They'll actually contact you on the app and they'll be like, hey, we can raise your credit limit, blah, 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 blah. And you can choose how much you want to raise that credit limit. I always max it out. My money is going on that card. So the $150 is not being pulled out of any other money other than you see my bills on Monday. Did you see my bills on Monday? No, you saw my bills last week. You saw my bills last week, and then I showed you the self-credit builder that I pay $150 for. I will be released for that program in April of next year. So the $150 here, we're going to leave the $100 to the side. That'll go in a Capital One 360 account, and so will the $50. So I'll just make a notation that I have $150 in that as well. And we are, well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Otherwise, I'll end up making a mistake. We're going to leave the $100 in Capital One 360. I'm going to go ahead and take the $50 along with a $1,000 placeholder. And now we've got $1,050 for my self-credit builder. That way I don't make too much of a mistake. I don't make a mistake online ever, and that's great. That's why I use prop money here, because Lord have mercy, if I make a mistake with real money, it would be a catastrophe in my house. So with that being said, that is fully funded for that. Now, I did here what I did with my next binder. I put one of the fully funded slips from Crafted by Free over on Etsy. It's Crafted by FRE. It comes in a 6-pack. She's got a bunch of different designs. I always go with the weirdest ones, the funky ones. I think they're really cool. I think they're really neat. They are laminated, but instead of trying to put fundings, fully fundings in all of these envelopes and plus other ones that I have, what I do is I stick one at the very back as a divider. And now our household envelope will be going in there because it is completely fully funded. I did this with my next binder as well, and we'll get into that here in just a minute. So that is our prepper binder for today. Move him to the side. Our next binder is our emergency 12-month fully funded binder. My hopes is to finish this, and when I do completely get all 12 months, I think I'm going to continue. I think I want 18 months. Maybe I want 2 years worth of, oh crap, oh snap, something hit the fan and I need the money. So with that being said, we currently have $50 in our rent for right now. We have all our other envelopes in here that I went through last week. Please watch the last week Wednesday video and you'll see how I set this all up. And then at the very back, we have our fully funded envelope as well. And the faux bit. So, hold on. Did I make a mistake on this one? Nope, that's trash. Okay. It just feels really weird to have that there because I'm not used to it. So yes, that is our fully funded envelope. Let me see something real quick. Y'all can see, you got that luxury. Yep, I'm right. Okay, it freaked me out there for a minute. So that's our fully funded envelope. And then behind there, trash is fully funded for a full 3 months. I will pull this back up when we get into month number 4 of savings, because I made the mistake of sticking the $70 in there on month number 1, and then I thought when I got to month number 2, I was like, hold on, that is stuck in there for 3 months. I pay trash every 3 months. I pay $70. So currently in the envelope that we are working in, we have $50. Now I am putting in our leftover grocery money from yesterday. We have a $200 budget. I am no longer doing the extraordinarily low budget for groceries, but let me update you on a few things. Number 1, we don't need that much. We needed a lot of produce. You saw that yesterday. Produce, anything that is perishable, is really what we need. We have 2 deep freezers, 1.5 full downstairs, and I got a refrigerator freezer that is full up here. My refrigerator is, the top is double door refrigerator with a pull-out double drawer freezer, and it is 25.6 cubic feet. It is a beast. It is a stainless steel refrigerator I absolutely love. But with that being said, when you go 7 months and you eat off your preps and you're eating out of your pantry and you're rotating your food, you find out you really don't need to buy all the extra things when you're still eating out of your preps. So we do have the 50, 70, 80, 85 in here for our groceries. We are working on rent, which is going to be $1,000. So this will give me 105 towards this, but hold tight. Told you we have a little bonus stuffing going on. And here is our spoiler alert. We're not doing grocery shopping next week. We don't need to. I just bought a bunch of produce. I bought some fruit. I bought things that we needed. We're still going to continue to eat out of our prep pantry. It's just the way it needs to be. There's food in there my kids like. We're making great meals. We're making a lot of copycat meals because we're not eating out either. It's just not happening. This entire month, we are not eating out one time. Not going to happen. So next week, we don't need to use our grocery money. So there's another 200, right? So not only that, the third week, we are traveling. We won't be here. It's Thanksgiving weekend, or Thanksgiving week, I should say. We're going to my mom's house. Another $200, $400. So now I'll have over $600 in this envelope towards rent. $1,000 rent. Even though my rent's still only $750 in his house, I'm doing $1,000 in case my landlord wants to raise the rent at any given time. He can raise it in January. He has the luxury to do so. Cross my fingers he doesn't, but he does have the luxury of doing so. Or if we move, I want to at least stay in the realm of $1,000 for our rent. So, y'all, no grocery hauls for the next 2 weeks. Sorry, but you know what? It's working our way towards getting a lot more for month number 2. All of our leftover grocery money goes into this binder. That is also what helped me mask my $1,000 emergency fund that I also have. That is not in this binder anymore because it's already been fully funded and put into my Capital One 360. All right, here we go. 100 envelope challenge, y'all. This is the first 50. No, I lied. It is the first 50 envelopes, but it's put into 25 envelopes because each envelope is $100. So if you don't know how I do this, go back last Wednesday, not next Wednesday. I'm trying to jump ahead because I'm already thinking about 2023. Go back to last Wednesday's video and you'll see exactly how I break this down. Super simple. Don't do 1 through 100 on an envelope system. That gets tedious. That gets hard. Do it this way. I'm telling you, this is the foolproof way of doing it. So we did envelope number 1, envelope number 2, envelope number 3, envelope number 4, envelope number 5. We are working on envelope number 6 currently. So in this envelope, we have $80 because that is how much we can stuff over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to take the extra 20. This makes $100. This envelope is done. Envelope number 6 is now fully funded. So I don't have anything to put in envelope number 7 today, and that's okay. We will start that next Wednesday. The paper clip is there. Let's see how much I can stick in this envelope. Could I have taken that $400 and done 400 here and did 4 more envelopes? Sure could have. But you know what? You know what's more important than the 100 envelope challenge? Keeping a roof over my kids' head and their stomachs full and the lights on. So I'm not worried about it. This is a very long-term binder system for us. This has the first 25 envelopes in here, or AKA the first 50 envelopes. This will hold $2,500. Again, I don't ever put real money in. Always, always prop money. That's the way I do things. So we have that one completed now. The $100 will go into my Capital One 360 account labeled 100 envelope challenge. And we are moving on to envelope number 7, which means we have $600 for the 100 envelope challenge. So that is what we have for you today, y'all. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, and or suggestions, please feel free to always leave them down in the comment section down below. I get back with each and every one of you. I get detailed information back when and if needed. Questions asked, I answer the questions as well. Now, again, tomorrow is going to be my continuance of my 2023 lineup for me setting up my 2023 goals and program that I will be doing in cash stuffing and other binders I plan on bringing on board. Again, I will have both the printable worksheet of the goal setting worksheet that I plan to show you tomorrow. I think it's really cool. It is absolutely free. You don't have to do anything to download it. You just click on a link and it takes you right to it so you can print it off. That way you can start getting ready for 2023 as well. And I will also show you the $1,000 challenge that I will be doing from Miss Hands and Bands. That is Miss Elisha over on Etsy, Hands and Bands. And I will go ahead and link her shop down below as well tomorrow. So if you would like to get that sheet, so you can save $1,000. It can go towards your emergency fund. It could go towards any envelope. It's not just stick in your emergency fund and be done. It could go towards groceries. It could go towards any kind of goal that you have set for 2023. It could go to personal care. It can go to spending for yourself, personal spending and personal self-care. So with that being said, I can't wait to show you that video tomorrow. I was hoping to bring on board and show you my Christmas cards that came in yesterday, but y'all, my kids got into them. Somebody took them off the shelf, and I bet they looked through them. So I will find those. I will show you those tomorrow. They're super duper cute. But yes, I already got my Christmas cards, y'all. We're doing it. We're already getting everything quick and done. So until next time, please have a very safe and warm Wednesday. We'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Without Limits Budgets is out.